Ask and you shall receive. Let's go over my rapid fire deck.
First of all, before we get started on the deck, we need to know what Rapid Fire actually is. Rapid Fire is a keyword exclusive to Pirates and Darkest cards, where if you play one card with Rapid Fire, the second card with Rapid Fire you play is for free. Meaning Rapid Fire can give you access to very powerful abilities every game and can help you out in the late game. It has very strong potential and is able to do some very heavy damage. With that being said, Rapid Fire has a few weaknesses though. They require a lot of energy to be played, you burn through your hand pretty quickly, Rapid Fire does not stack, and they do not have that much of a counter to negate cards. However, with this deck that I use that I'm about to divulge all my secrets of, hopefully this can give you a better idea into Rapid Fire's potential and assist you in making your own decisions and come up with your own strategies if you're thinking of running Rapid Fire. So the first thing in this deck we're going to go through is the Bakugan, of course. Now keep in mind you can use any Bakugan you want, but I'm just going to show you what I personally use. We use Darkest Enoch Ultra. He brings a Blue Shield Green Fist. He's a 704, and we use Enoch because he is one of my favorite designed Bakugan in the reboot, and he's very beefy. On Blue Shield plus 650, he can be a 1350, so he's pretty good by himself, and really, I just like his design. The next Bakugan is Pyrus, Dragonoid, and Treacherous, a Blue Shield Red Fist 304 and costs 3 to fuse. Its fusion becomes a 1005, and since it's so low to fuse, we like to use it to get our 1000 base power off. The fact that he can reach 1650 on his own already matches him with and maybe even overpowers Drago from GR, so he is pretty cool to use. I do like that he can be a base 1000 B power by turn 3. And finally, we have Darkest Hydronoid and Krikelios, an Orange Shield Helix 504, and it costs 8 to fuse. Its fusion side is a 1512, so he's pretty beefy. And I can actually get his fusion side out as I'm about to show you in this video. I just really like his design, and naturally my own preference when choosing Bakugan, I go with a 1 Ultra and 2 cores, or 2 Ultras, 1 core, but that's my own personal preference. Your choice of what Bakugan that you want to use is purely up to you.
So yes, that is our main Bakugan lineup, and then now before we get on to the deck itself, my beautiful black bullet sleeves, we're going to go over the cores that we use. We use a Helix, Red Fist, Green Fist, 2 Blue Shields, and an Orange Shield. Now, the Orange Shield is plus 400 on Pyrus and Darkest for obvious reasons. We got plus 650 for a Blue Shield, and we also got a plus 400 B power minus 2 energy for a Baku gear. And you'll notice we got 2 cores that reduces gear energy because we want our gears to go off, right? And that makes it for stuff like Twilight Axe or maybe Darkest Fire Stabiliser, makes them cheaper to get out, and therefore we get our rapid fire cards. We can turn Twilight Axes into a 2 cost, and we can turn Darkest Fire Stabiliser into a 4 cost, so on. The minus 300 minus 1 is to put it on our opponent's side and give Hydronoid Krikelios a little bit of advantage. And we also have a plus 150 plus 2 because, you know, what the heck. Now we move on to the main deck itself. We'll start with the Evo first. We only have 2 Evos in this deck, and that is Maximus Enoch Ultra. Maximus Enoch Ultra is a 5 cost, 1405, and it gets plus 10 if you have Fusion Bakugan on your team. So if you manage to fuse one of your Bakugan on your team to a fusion, then that effect will keep going as long as your Bakugan have fused or as long as this is on the field. Now the reason why we run this is because, well, Dragon X Treacherous is only a 3 cost fusion, so by turn 3 we already have it out, so that means we can play this out at any time that we want, and there will be no stress towards it. Next up we have 2 Darkfire Defense. Darkfire Defense, very good card, and that is our OTK engine. 7 cost, 0 B power it gives, but it gives plus 99. Have you guys seen the OTK that we did before? We were able to get this out and kill Mark on first turn. The next one we have is we're running 3 Darkfire Destabiliser. Darkest Fire Destabiliser. It's a rapid fire dual wielding card, very useful to equip on 2 gears because, you know, we're using gears all the time, so it's very good that rapid fire managed to get a dual wielding card, so we can equip it. We also get 400 B power, and we'll get 100 damage. So that's a pretty good deal. Next up we have 3 Twilight Axes. That's a rapid fire, 4 cost, plus 300 plus 3. Vanilla gear, but it's rapid fire, so we can be able to get this out by turn 1 or turn 2 if we so wished. Next up, for our hero cards, we have 3 copies of Dan Kouzo. Ooh, one of them is Hex, hee. And Dan Kouzo is actually a very important engine in this build. Dan Kouzo is a 4 cost. When you open a Bakugan, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is not a flip card, play it for free. So, he can be a hero card, it can be a Bakugear, it could be action card, it's even a Geogun card. As long as it's not a flip card, we can play it for free. Now, why is Dan Kouzo important in the rapid fire build? It's because Dan Kouzo is able to get our top card. If it's a rapid fire, then the next rapid fire card you play is for free. Yes, Dan Kouzo works for rapid fire. So rapid fire, you play Dan Kouzo, you flip top card. If it's a rapid fire card, it's gonna be expensive, it could be cheap, whichever, and then that'll count as our first rapid fire, and then we can play our second rapid fire from our hand instantly. So Dan Kouzo is a very good rapid fire enabler, definitely one of the best cards in the game. And here we have 2 C's. So C is a 2 cost, Shadow Strike to all your Darkest Bakugan. If you deal 10 or more damage in attack, you may draw 3 cards. Now, why is C in here? Well, I'll give you guys a little secret. All of our Bakugan are actually Darkest. As soon as Dragonoid X Traitorous fuses, even though he's a Pyrus first, as soon as he fuses, he becomes part Darkest. So that means C will still count towards Dragonoid X Traitorous. So all of our Bakugan will have Shadow Strike. So that's pretty cool. That means they can deal with people that have Nature's Power, Moxify Color Beam, any kind of nerfing cards. I know I dealt with that because when I faced Greg, he nerfed a lot of my cards. So we gotta prepare for that. And not to mention, if you deal 10 or more damage in attack, you may draw 3 cards. So good if you have a team attack and stuff. Not good if your opponent manages to stop it at a 4-10. But just in case it deals 10, then we get our additional 3 cards, and that's really good to have. Next, we have 2 E's, a 5 cost. When you open a Bakugan, plus 3 energy for the turn. So E is very good because we're energy ramping a lot in this deck actually. So He's very good when you open a Bakugan, and that's including rerolls, and I'll get to that in a little bit. So our next is our action cards. We're running 1 Darkest Shadow. Now, 1 Darkest Shadow, why? Because we love Darkest Shadow. I just love Darkest Shadow. I just like running it. So why shouldn't I put it in the deck? Sure, it might not be used a lot, but you know what? I keep it in there for good luck, just because I like it. 4 cost, choose 1 faction besides Auralist. Your opponent reveals their hand, discards all their cards in their chosen faction. If we manage to hit a card that's dual faction, let's say for example I declare Ventus and they have Aquas and Ventus cards. Guess what? The Aquas and Ventus cards counts because it's part Ventus, so therefore they need to discard it. So yep, that's Darkest Shadow is very good. Next we're running our 2 Geogans. I'm only running 1 kind of Geogan in this deck because, you know, I don't really necessarily agree with Geogans, and that is Pyrus Viperagon. 5 cost, 1605, and if you win, plus 7 energy. So we're actually mana ramping a lot in this build. And Pyrus Viperagon is definitely a really good card to have if you're mana ramping. 7 energy. That's enough to fuse Hydra X Krikelios if we want to. We can play other cards as well. And the reason why Viperagon is very cool, and I like the Pyrus version, I just like its design. It's a very cool design. I don't necessarily agree with how Geogans are used in the game, but you know, we get what we get, right? But still, and I managed to get the limited edition Viperagon. I personally like the original version better because it's more red. So, but we still like the shiny card. So we'll just, and it's, as far as I know, it's legal. Next up, we have 2 Pyrus Flash Fires. It has Rapid Fire. It's a 4 cost. Remove all enemy Baku cores and negate their effects. So this is pretty much Inferno Wings, just not without the 300. However, you can be able to play this more easily because it's Rapid Fire. You can play a cheap Rapid Fire card and then you just Pyrus Flash Fire. So yeah, it's just a free play Inferno Wings. Next up, our cheap Rapid Fire card, Shadow Flame. Shadow Flame, you get Double Strike and Shadow Strike. It's a 2 cost and it's a Rapid Fire. So this is able to get our Rapid Fire cards out easily. One of them is Hex. I do love my Hex. And then, yeah, Shadow Strike and Double Strike. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Next up, we have Darkest Scion. These are from Shields of Vestroya, and they come in the Shields of Vestroya starter pack, which is like the Aurelus Hydrus Ultra one. This is actually important. A 5 cost 700 plus 700 B power rapid fire. So Darkest Scion is actually the rapid fire card that rapid fire was sorely missing. Able to give high amounts of B power and being a rapid fire card. So yeah. We love using Darkest Scion because it's actually a pretty important card, and it's very good that Shields of Vestroya managed to give us the support that we needed. So Darkest Scion is a very important tech in the build. Next, we have 3 Ruinous Blades, 4 cost, plus 400, plus 4 rapid fire. So typical booster, that's pretty good rapid fire. Under our mana ramping, 2 Song of Fires, 3 cost, and you need 5. These are really good, and actually this correlates with E. So if you manage to get Song of Fire off 3rd turn, you can play E, and so on and so on. E is able to get the Song of Fire and able to mana ramp more easily. So that's something. Song of Fire is actually a really good card. Then we have 2 Energy Spheres, our 1 cost rapid fire card, and it's able to let us reroll our Bakugan. The thing is with the Energy Sphere, we can reroll if we miss, but also if we manage to land both of our rolls, E goes off twice, so he does stack. It's when you open a Bakugan. So every time your Bakugan opens, you get +3 energy. So if you roll, you get +3 energy. You reroll, you get another +3 energy for a net total of 5 energy. So that's a very good option to have, especially in a deck that requires you a lot of use of the hand. Then we have 3 Super Fuels, our golden key in this deck. You must reroll your Bakugan, obviously. If you open on a reroll, the next card you play this turn costs 3 less to play. So yeah, Super Fuel, obviously a very good card, and he's able to get off Song of Fire. We can get off Darkfire Defense. We can use it to get Twilight Axe. We can get Dan Kouzo out. We can get Darkest Shadow. We can get Viperagon. We can get any kind of rapid fire card that we want, and Super Fuel comes in handy for that if we miss our rolls. So yes, that is our key play in Super Fuel. Next up, for our flip cards, we're only running 3 flip cards. It's Reaching Rampage. It's the rapid fire flip card. Stop non-Darkest, stop non-Pyrus, then it's a rapid fire. So that means if we're fighting a Bakugan that we know we're not winning against, and we've already played 1 rapid fire card this turn, we can just use Reaching Rampage and just stop an attack for free. So yes, Reaching Rampage is very good. I don't necessarily agree with what they did with flips in this game, but Reaching Rampage is still our main rapid fire flip card, and we're only running 3. That's all we need.
So yes, this is my core overall lineup of my build, and it does look like this. If you want to build your own original version, there are other rapid fire cards I can recommend to you. There is Darkest Ash, which is a 1 cost, so that's another low cost rapid fire card you can put in your deck to try and tech in. There's also Dragonoid Skitter Supreme, which is a 2 cost hero, and he allows you to play your 3rd rapid fire card for free. I don't personally use it because it does diminish my hand a little bit, but however, Dragonoid Skitter Supreme is actually pretty good. If 2 rapid fire cards you play is still not enough to win you brawls, then the 3rd rapid fire card you play could be Reaching Rampage, so that you can stop the damage for that turn, and that way you can get your 2nd chance in. Some Bakugan that I can recommend you using is Nilius and Dragonoid Ultra from Armored Alliance because of their rapid fire evos. See, Maximus Dragonoid Ultra can play you a rapid fire card for free, and that will count towards your 1st rapid fire card. And also Maximus Nilius is one of the best evos in the game, and it's already an early play aggression. Hopefully this model of my build will help you decide what you want in your rapid fire deck.
Well guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this deck profile. Be sure to leave in the comments down below any suggestions or any ideas that you may have, and also be sure to use this as a basis to construct your own deck and your own ideas, because you can use any Bakugan you want, but however, you can create your own different strategies. Support BakuTalk by pressing the thumbs up and give us a subscribe for more awesome Bakugan content. I've been Haru Ren. Thank God for rapid fire.